Hey guys, what's up? How ya doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about Vinland Saga on Season 2, which is on Episode 10. This episode right here was actually pretty cool, although we also get to see a little, crazy dark sides of, of humanity again. Well, this series always does the job of it, so if anything else, let's just get this started. We see Thorfinn and Einar, doing a lot of work right now, and they seem to, be done with It took them about 3 years to actually clear a giant forest, We get to see the master having to, talk to Thorfinn and Einar, and he actually gives them, a bonus, hey, the moment I get back, you guys are free, that kind of thing. I like hard workers like you. How about you guys work for me eventually if you're up to the task, etc. And this is pretty much good news, 3 years of hard work clearing down forests and trying to make their plantation of wheat, that kind of thing to make it work, is actually pretty amazing, Although we have to it that they have yet to think about what to do here and there. We have to it that, Einar and Thorfinn talk with each other, what do they want to do kind of thing, that kind of stuff. However, we have to it that, Thorfinn did talk about some things with Einar about, have you ever thought about, would it be possible to rid the world of war and slavery, And that alone is a very big Zanin question, or whatever question you want to call it, because if you guys think about it, war and slavery has always been around for a very long time, especially in our real lifetime. Even though it's not too related to it, it gets to a connection to it, Because there's no way we ain't going to forget about slavery when it comes to history. We're always going to learn about that. And when it comes to war, yeah, a lot of crazy massacres, needless bloodshed, pointless, killings. You get the idea. Einar is actually shocked to see how Thorfinn is actually thinking about, he wants to get rid of, slavery and freaking war. Although Einar says, that looks like a big dream right there, man. That much I can tell you, but in terms of, getting rid of it, I don't know. I mean, if you even think about it, it seems very much almost impossible if you even think about it. I mean, when it comes to human beings and nature, they will always want war and conflict no matter what. And they will always fight for something, whatever they want to go after, Eventually, there's, a message being played during this episode of Vinland Saga is what's called that. What benefit is there for the worker from that in which he labors? I have seen the task which God has given the sons of mankind with which to occupy themselves. He has made everything appropriate in its time whatsoever, etc. Then we get to see a scene with Canute, etc. here and there, but throughout the second half of the entire Vinland Saga episode, of this new episode, we get to see Canute actually had a relationship, or a brotherhood, good sibling relationship with Harold, the guy that he considers an older brother. However, we get to know that, this guy inherited Denmark while, Canute inherited England. However, we get to know the truth about this, where, Canute poisoned Harold, which is really, really messed up, but he did this because, he knows having two kings is going to be very problematic, which possibly is going to be true depending on the situation. But in the end, he ended up being something like at least his deceased father, or far worse than him, because he's killing an actual family member, or he poisoned him to a point that this guy's not be able to be physically mobile anymore, etc. And Canute always plays the guy of a good role model of saying, hey, man, what's up? Don't think that you could just give me Denmark right away, but yada, yada, yada. You get the point. You get the idea. However, the major ugly theme about this episode, well, not too much of a theme, but this scene with the head rolling down, which was Canute's father, etc., because he's the one that is that corrupted guy and told Canute about how a crown really works, etc. And the fact that Canute is falling victim to being a king, he wants to make a paradise, but what he's doing right now, it doesn't seem like a paradise is really going to come to life anyway, because what Canute is doing, he's killing off Harold, man. I mean, he's killing his own sibling or someone that he considers a brother. You get the idea. And then like when it comes to like and not to mention this guy has no heirs, no like successors to the throne whatsoever. So that makes it easy for him, and that I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want to kill like any other sibling, any other like person after that. You know, you get the idea. And like I said, this head rolling thing that's been shown up a lot, how Canute is the one that has poisoned Harold, and then that he talks to the head of swine or something, saying that like you can see me, if you can see me every day, that curse of having the crown upon your head is actually getting stronger. And that Canute believes that uniting the nation is essential to creating a utopia, and then two kings will eventually cause trouble. So it's understandable what Canute is doing, but yeah, this guy's totally becoming like the opposite of Thorfinn, you know? As many people can like analyze or look or compare between like Thorfinn and Canute, you know, from season 1 to season 2. These two characters changed a lot. Canute used to be this innocent, kind, good guy, but now he's turning into a ruthless, kind of like endeavor, achievement kind of guy. No matter what, he says, I want to make a utopia that's united. No matter what I have to do, I'll stain my hands with blood as many times as necessary, you know? And Thorfinn, he used to be very violent, but he wants to sway off of that because he wants to grow away from that in order to be better, you know? And that alone is pretty crazy itself. So if you think about what happened all the way from Vinland Saga Season 1 up until to Season 2, you understand that these two characters had major growth or had major changes, you know? That kind of thing, etc. And eventually, the episode ends up with Canute like, you know what? Let's get ready to like go into action eventually. But this also shows that he can no longer trust anyone else but himself, because possibly he could have a target on his back, or many people might know what he's trying to do, etc. We don't really know. But one thing's for certain is that like Canute is taking on a road of like what his father possibly did, or like what's the word? Or he's becoming far worse than him, you know? All for the sake of power, or to try to unite a utopia underneath there. But sometimes you give a question like, is that his only excuse? Because, like I said, he killed his own brother, or should I say someone that he considers a brother, poisoned him, and then, you know, the head of Swain, or that former king's head whatsoever, haunts Canute, telling him, hey man, you're just turning out just like me. The more wanting it for power, and you're just listening to what the crowns want to give you, you know, that kind of thing. I'm thinking in my mind, yeah, Canute's really lost it. We don't really know, but one thing's for certain is that like he's becoming that crazy, ruthless endeavor of becoming a king and trying to unite everything, you know? So until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, all right? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.